Hello, another video. Just filming here from my garden. I wanted to do a kind of my take on convex geometry and VHS. I already did many months ago a few videos, and but this knife kind of after cutting this knife, I wanted to do another one. And this is one of my latest knives, which is, I'm in love with this knife. There's nothing to complain with this really. So it's the Trc Classic Freedom, fit and finish to the perfection. I love the handle material, the handle form, the texture, everything. This is just a perfect EDC. I'm probably going to do a video of just like my perfect EDC. This is so nice. So nice on the belt, you don't even notice it's there, but then you can do also some heavy stuff with this, so it doesn't shy away on those either. But the sliciness, you know, is the main thing with this knife. And also I've been using it as a fishing knife, so now already in many trips, so very nice on that. So opened already many fishes with this one. And yeah, there's just one issue with this knife, and it is the factory VH. And I actually thought it's not going to be that bad, and it isn't bad, so it's okay, really. So there's some really like not good factory VH, so thick behind the edge, and the geometry is just all wrong. So this is not in that category. But I do find that with sliciness, this could be a bit better still. So it's good, and it's actually really good, but it could be like totally awesome. I know it. But it has this kind of a factory VH, which is, maybe I can demonstrate here. So it's sliced thin behind the edge, but there's just this kind of shoulder from the factory VH that I noticed that with food prep it could be slicier, and that's why I thought I'm going to do, I'm going to do a convex secondary edge on that. And I will test now this a bit with the factory VH, and still it's okay, but even here, if I look it, I see that it's a bit thick behind the edge, although this isn't a thick knife anything. This is just really, how do you say, like nuances, and it's just that I feel this can be just one step better after the convex. So I will do then test, maybe in the evening actually we'll do a second video and so forth. But yeah, I was noticing especially with tomatoes, for example. Well, maybe put the zoom here a bit. With the tomatoes, it could be better. I feel like, for example, here it is really sharp, but it kind of it's maybe hard to see. And this is really sharp if you test it now with paper. This is has the factory, like the sharpness still. I've been stropping it also, but it just kind of gets stuck a bit behind the edge. I notice it, and it's especially with the dog is barking for some nonsense. Yeah, so I just noticed it. Like the first few cuts, kind of I feel the shoulders of the VH, and I'm pretty sure with the convex this is not going to be there. So I will demonstrate with the same food. The potato, it's okay, but it could be better. So because this is but the convex, just in my opinion, is really nice because it's a bit more glidey. It just goes through immediately, like through like a hot knife to a butter or something. It goes there, and I just do like it, and I've done it on many knives that I have the convex. So, for example, I have the Jääkäripuukko 140, and I noticed there that it was actually it's really not really good. All the heat treat and everything held some nice edge, but there was some chipping coming on, like some, and then also like the feather sticks weren't optimal, so I decided also to do convex there, and it just made it much better. So much better. So the feather sticks is like 50% better, the feather sticks, and also the general sliciness much better, and then also the chipping was getting lesser. So how do you say, much less chipping. So but then I have a few knives, for example the Trc Puukko, it doesn't benefit that much from it really depends on a bit of the geometry of the V-edge, and then like the overall blade geometry. But with few knives, actually with many knives, there's a benefit to be seen. So I will here, okay, here it's kind of good, it's okay. It's okay, but I do feel like here that the first push, the first contact is a bit difficult with this, and this is I've noticed, and I immediately thought that this is the factory V-edge, the shoulders of it, and the thickness, a bit of thickness behind the edge. So this really isn't thick behind the edge. I actually love this blade geometry because this is almost perfect, like this type of all-arounder EDC blade geometry, to be honest. But yeah, so I will do the convex. Okay, but hey, I will check actually the feather sticks now. We'll leave the orange for evening. We'll test it then. Yeah, with the potato and with the you do feel a bit it here. So I hope that the convex can just make this a bit more slicey. It just glides through initially a bit better. So which is why I fell in love with the large Northern Hunter immediately. So that's just very nice. One of the sliciest, like all-rounder knives that I have. But okay, it's the feather sticks, and this is okay with feathers, actually quite nice. So you could do delicate feathers. So it's pretty okay. Sometimes I here even feel a bit kind of squarish angles of the V-edge. The convex just does it that it's a bit more forgiving, even in making feather sticks, because it's rounds things up. So here it's you feel a bit, but it's nice, it's okay. So everything here, this could be just okay knife. That's just very I would be very happy just leaving it with the V-edge. But nevertheless, I just want to do it mainly on the sliciness. So the feather sticks, I believe they're going to be same, if not could be tiny bit better even. So, and then yeah, I will also put here my old footage where I tested the Jääkäripuukko. So there the difference was just really quite big actually. So here you can see that footage, and after that I will do in the evening. I have done here the convex, and then I will demonstrate that it has become better, because I'm 99% certain that it has become better. So see you later.
kind of wants to. One has to find the right angle to do it. Let's see. Let's take some away. Yeah, with Scandi, and this has a V edge. I will do convex micro bevel here on actually both on these knives later, and I will do a separate video where I just remove the V edge away, because it probably will be better at feather sticks, and it will be tougher also, the edge. So I will do 2 separate videos, but let's try. As you can see, it doesn't curl. Doesn't want to curl so good. This is also not optimal. I'll try another piece here. It was a bit. This is maybe better. So, of course, it does those. You can light a fire with these. They just don't want to curl so nicely as with many other knives that I have, but it really is quite okay. Yeah, so it now it kind of wants to curl here when I have flattened. Yeah. It's a bit hard to keep the angle. I'm not also a best at feather sticks by any stretch, so this is learning myself. I said that I will do a secondary convex edge on this blade, and I did that, and I to demonstrate the benefits of the convex edge. And so you can watch this video, and then you can go back watching how this to compare these 2 edges. But as you can see, much better feathers. It glides like on an ice or something. It's like a completely different knife. Look at those. So easy. You can do those delicate feathers. You can cut deeper if you want, no problem. And if you noticed on those on that last video I did, I actually had to concentrate on those feathers to even be able to do those, because it just wants to cut deep or just break the feathers. Here I just kind of relaxed and well, just let the knife do its job. And you have the feeling that it's much more forgiving, so if you have some changes on the angle, it won't break the feathers so easy or dig too deep, and that's why I'm also able to do those long, unbreakable, continuous long feathers. So there you have it. Awesome bushcraft knife, now even better with a convex micro edge. Hello, so I did the convex on this Classic Freedom by Trc, and let's check if it has improved. So I did earlier in the day, tested with some foods and feathers. Feathers were okay.
I don't believe it has gone worse, definitely not, but probably a bit even could be better. So yeah, let's check with the tomato. I didn't do very aggressive convex on this, just kind of removed the shoulder and just made it a round convex. With time it will convex by itself, because I like to use very often, I just use my leather strop. On my leather strop I have like a water sandpaper that I use from 600, from 400 to 1600 in between. And yeah, it didn't took too much time, so it was interesting. This is the first time I've actually sharpened now. Well, I didn't sharpen, it was already sharp, but got to test the beat the steel. But yeah, let's check now. Oh, should I zoom here a bit? So it was, I felt like the knife, it was sharp, but it kind of just, with the V edge, it's better. Yeah, it improved definitely with the tomato. And here with potato. Yeah, you just feel that it's just easier. That like the initial push is just it's a bit more. I feel also that it's a bit more precise, so it just kind of goes like without any effort to cutting. Okay, so let's check the feathers. The feathers were already kind of okay. Definitely hasn't gone any. Definitely isn't worse. Maybe I would say, yeah, it has improved just a tad bit. I feel like it's just what very often with the convex, it just kind of glides over there. So it's very it's much more forgiving. Well, not much more, but I do feel like here, if I would do a blind test or just like before and after, I would definitely notice that this is convex. There's just kind of, it's very small. It's very small, the difference, but there's just a tiny bit of more flexibility. And if you want to have a wood bush crafter, you want to have a knife that can have a bit better feather sticks. So, and also, in my opinion, at least with the Jääkäripuukko, the chippiness totally disappeared when I did the convex there. Well, not totally, but yeah. Okay, but it's just my opinion. I do love the convex edge geometry, and I also find one thing which I also find with the convex is that it's, in my opinion, easier to keep the blade geometry with the convex, and it's easy to sharpen, but it depends on what are you using for sharpening. But my technique has been very long time just to use the sandpaper and on a leather, or then this kind of I don't know how do you say those, this kind of a nail files of sorts. Yeah, you have the soft interior. Those are really handy actually during hiking trips, etc. Yeah, but thanks. I'm happy. This has the convex. It's a tiny bit better. Not. I would have been happy without it, but I'm just a tiny bit happier that it's there, and it will improve when I will convex it a bit more. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you later.